my staple instruments as of late, and I really like them and figured I would show you. So, starting off, I'm going to show you this unique instrument. It's not necessarily a bass, and also not necessarily a guitar. It's called a Bass VI. So, this is it here. These first 4 strings are like a typical bass, but then it also has these 2 strings here. And what I like to do is play in this sort of range here. And I also like to strum chords with it. It sounds really nice. And so, it has 3 pickups on it, and you could select them here. This 4th one here actually takes out some of the low frequencies to make it more like a guitar. And it also has typical volume and tone knobs. And so this one is actually a Fender, and it's made in Japan. These were released in 2013, I believe. And I want to say that there's probably less than 100 of these in white that were made, so this is my baby right here, and I love it so much. This next instrument I'm going to show you is a recent purchase. I had a Fender Jaguar with humbuckers for a few years, and I figured I wasn't super in love with it, and I knew what kind of guitar I've always wanted, so I went ahead and I traded it in for this bad boy. This is my Fender Jazzmaster. It's a made in Mexico classic player, and it originally had a red tortoise shell pick guard on it, and I put a black one on it because I like the color black, and I just love the black on black with the white outline. I also took out the pickups and I put these Kinman Fat Masters. So the original Jazzmaster pickups are pretty noisy here in my little room. There would be a lot of buzz, and the buzz would actually be louder than the actual guitar playing. So I was looking for some good ones that don't have a buzz or any hum, and I settled on these Kinman Fat Masters, and I installed them myself, and they sound really good. So we have the pickup selector switch here. So this is for the bridge for both of them, and for the neck. I like to play with the bridge in the middle. And then here we have a rhythm circuit. So imagine you have a certain sound during the verses of a song, and then you want to quickly change the sound. You can go flip that switch, and during the chorus you could adjust it. We have ones that turn up this pickup, and then we have this little wheel knob that can turn this one up. So it's pretty handy. And it has a bridge. I can't remember what these bridges are called at the moment. But it's not like a typical Jazzmaster Jazzmaster bridge. Sorry, I was trying to remember what these are called. A tunematic bridge. And yeah, we have a pickup, we have a volume and a tone knob, and we have a rosewood fretboard. I forgot to mention that the bass also has a rosewood fretboard. So this one was supposedly refretted before I bought it, so it feels really nice. And eventually I want to paint this to have it matching black, but I don't know, I think it might be too much black, but I like the idea of it. So yeah, this is my Fender Jazzmaster, my new guitar that I really like. I've been playing a Bass VI, the Squire version of this one, for almost a decade now, and in that time I haven't had an actual bass, a normal 4-string bass. I had one when I was a kid, or I had a couple of them when I was a teenager, preteen, teenager, young teenager, and so I record a lot of instrumentals, and that normal bass sound is something that I've been lacking in, so I actually just picked this one up this past week. I'm going to show it to you. So this right here is your typical P bass. It's a Fender Player Precision bass with your 4 bass strings on it, thick bass strings. These are actually a lot thicker than the ones that are on this Bass VI here. And so this one also had